Siam Box Company Limited. The company was established on July 18, 1985. They have been in this industry for over 37 years. The founder is Mr. Nopchok Laubuncharoen. On January 27, 1994, they was received a permit for factory operation with an initial registered capital of 130 million baht. Currently, the executive is Mrs. Kanya Laubuncharoen. The company have two branches. The Siam Box Company Samut Sakhorn branch has an area of the factory including offices totaling 20 rai. Address 73/1 Mu 8 Subdistrict Bang Krakow, District Muang Samut Sakhon, Province Samut Sakhon 74,000. Working time Monday to Saturday. Normal time start from 8 to 12 a.m. and 1 to 5 p.m. Overtime work until 7 p.m., but not more than 8 p.m. Machine for galvanized 4 cutting machines, 5 rolling machines, 1 cargo rail, 12 lifting cranes and machine for top cover, 1 cover cutting machine, 1 cover rolling machine. Employee total 67 employee divided into office worker 17 people, production worker 50 people. The type of organization is functional structure organization. There is executive and managing director in the highest levels of responsibility at the top. There are 4 main parts in the company which are accountant, HR and finance, sales and purchases and production. In production part has 3 parts which are production, inventory and QC. Their products are corrugated galvanized sheet 5 to 12 feet, gable flashing and flat metal sheet. Problem statement 1. The number of workers is not enough in each production process and this is a reason to shut down some machine. 2. The production rate is low, not enough to meet the demand. So employees need to do OT. 3. The cutting machine takes a long time, so it's not enough galvanized sheet in the next process. It's made the rolling machine to stop waiting for the cutting machine. The customer who do business about galvanized iron and building contractor. Product capacity galvanized corrugated sheet 30 tons or approximately 8,400 to 20,000 sheets per day depending on the size of the galvanized sheet produces about 4,000 sheets per day. Gable flashing and ridge capping produce about 1,000 pieces per day. Floor layout by GD Findi. There is a cargo rail which take place along the length of factory. On the right hand, there is a warehouse which used for stored a raw material. There are 4 cutting machine, 5 main rolling machine and 2 normal rolling machine. On the left hand, there is a warehouse which used for stored a finished product. Data collection. This is a process property table of galvanized corrugated sheet. It use 120 second in raw material warehouse process, 8 second in cutting process, 13 second in rolling process and 120 second in finished product warehouse. This is a process property table of gable flazing. It use 120 second in raw material warehouse process, 8 second in cutting process, 20 second in rolling process and 120 second in finished product warehouse. This is a process property table of galvanized sheet. It use 120-second in raw material warehouse process, 8-second in cutting process and 120-second in finished product warehouse. Purpose solution: create a new production process to increase the number of products to meet the needs of the product without overtime working. Increase the number of workers for each time-consuming process to production to reduce waiting time in the next process and increase the number of products that can be produced. Increase the number of machines sufficiently in each production process to reduce the waiting products in the next process. Next, we would like to talk about production process. Step 1. Bring galvanized steel coils from raw material storage warehouses to production warehouses by transporting them via rails to the production warehouse. To prepare raw materials for the next working process by using approximately 6 rolls of steel in 1 day. 1 roll equals 5 tons. Step 2. After that, the galvanized steel coil is taken through the cutting process, starting to set the size of the galvanized sheet. Step 3. Bring the cut steel to the galvanized sheet sorting process, which will separate the defective zinc from the pile to be taken into the next process. Step 4. Bring galvanized that has been separated to stamp a symbol indicating the type of size of zinc that is 5 to 12 feet. Production process of corrugated galvanized sheet process. In this process they use the finished flat sheet from the previous process to continue making galvanized sheet products. Step 5. Bring a flat sheet of galvanized to bend the curls by entering the curling process. Step 6. Separately count the number of galvanized sheets according to the number of orders by one pile. There will be a total of 500 sheets of color shift. Step 7. Bring the goods into the warehouse through the cargo rails. Step 8. Bring the product into the packing process. In one pack, there will be about 2 piles of galvanized in total. The last one. Step 9. Store the products according to the type and size, 5 feet to 12 feet. The last one. Production process of gable flashing. Step 1. Take the sheet roll from the raw material warehouse to the production warehouse through the transfer rail. To prepare the raw material for the next working process by using about half roll of steel in 1 day. 1 roll equals 5 tons. Step 2. Bring the galvanized through the cutting process, starting to set the size of the galvanized sheet according to the order that the customer wants. They range in size from 5 to 12 feet. Step 3. Take the finished galvanized sheet and form it by using a cover rolling machine. Step 4. Bring the finished cover to be sorted according to the number of orders by one bundle. There will be 25 galvanized sheets. And take the counted cover into the warehouse to prepare for export. And this is the end of all production company. See you next time.